There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me.
My name is Not Seeing the Dream. I'm a 15-year amateur boxer, giving my views and opinions on everything boxing related. I'm here to give you guys consistent, reliable, unbiased commentary. Boxing is my passion, slaying trolls is my hobby. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. So, in this video, we'll be discussing two things. According to Boxing News 24, Lomachenko is now going to leave Ukraine in order to fight George Kambosos Jr. And we found out in an Instagram post provided by Blue Bus Sports TV that George Kambosos is a racist towards black people. First with Lomachenko leaving Ukraine, I think that's absolutely disgusting, and then that makes him disgrace not only the boxing, just his people. You've seen Alexander Usyk going to join the war front. The Klitschko brothers, Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko, going to support the war front, and Lomachenko went, but now he's willing to leave his war-torn country, which is in a major conflict between Russia and Ukraine. You're willing to leave that in order to fight George Kambosos Jr. And the fight is in June 5th, and today is March 16th. That barely leaves you about two and a half months to get ready for a fight. Absolutely ridiculous. Why would you want to leave your country, leave your people who clearly need the most help they can get, considering they're drafting 18 to 16 people in order to fight in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine? It makes no sense at all. But this is the lengths that they will go to try to stop Devin Haney from getting his opportunity to fight for undisputed, to potentially become the 7th undisputed champion in history. This is what they do. This is the MBF. No black fighters. They always call every black fighter boring. He can't box. He doesn't have lack of skill or power. But when another fighter exhibits these so-called weaknesses that we have, oh, he has heart. He doesn't need this and that. Yeah, man, whatever. He got power. He has heart. He doesn't need boxing skills, man. It's just ridiculous. And now we found out that George Kambosos Jr. is racist because it's showing this picture. He says he liked this picture with his wife, Beck Pereira. And she said, "I'm getting niggered with my man." And, he liked the picture. And that just tells you, if he likes that picture and she says that openly, imagine what they say behind the closed doors when nobody's watching. So I know that George Kambosos is now a certified scumbag and a racist, It only adds to this case of me not liking him. I was rooting for George Kambosos Jr. to beat Teofimo Lopez because Teofimo Lopez is an arrogant fool, but now he's become the arrogant fool. It's pathetic, man. You were so scared of this man. I already knew when he said the jewelry comment, "Oh, go sell your jewelry, boy," that something was wrong, and this only confirmed my suspicions. Okay, Devin Haney, I feel extremely bad for him. He should not have to go through this to have this many fighters in this division ducking him. He truly is the boogeyman of 135. There is no other fight for George Kambosos to fight. Ryan Garcia is fighting Tagabu. Lomachenko, who knows what he's doing, but Devin Haney is the most accessible fight to make, okay? That is, like I said, the 7th undisputed champion in history, and it's a chance for glory and the potential to make money. You have to look at it like this. You're going to make millions of dollars against Devin Haney, so there's no worry about the money, because we know that they tried to make it seem like Devin Haney was overpricing himself, as shown in this clip.
That's just what it comes with. They said I was pricing myself out too, but you ask Eddie, he can tell you something different. I never priced myself out. Whatever they said that Momo was getting, I said, you know what? Let's match that. They feel like I'm an easier fight, no problem. Whatever you guys want to fight him, I'll take whatever he's getting, give it to me. Let's go with
Eddie Hearn and Devin Haney exposed you, because, like I said, like in that clip, he said he's willing to take whatever money that Lomachenko is getting in order to fight George Kambosos Jr. This is the most sensible fight to make. I think that George Kambosos Jr. is waiting for Devin Haney to go to 140 and stall him out, because that's what apparently what he's doing. It's just pathetic, man. Like, this is the cowardice of one man. Like, why are you're so scared to fight Devin Haney? Like I said, there's no other fight to make. Everybody calls this man pillow-fisted. He can't punch. He can't do this, that. But none of them want to go in the ring and prove that they're the best fighters in the ring. That is what's wrong with boxing today. That is why boxing sucks today because we have so many fighters today who say this, that, they talk trash, they're social media clout chasers, and they don't never want to step in the ring with actual fighters. You have a bunch of goofies and clowns and sellouts like Chris Colbert, Jermell Charlo, all these fools. Nobody seems to see what is wrong with boxing and what's wrong with boxing is the sellouts, the goofies, the duckers, man. It makes no sense at all. Like another example of somebody being a ducker is Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez ducked Shakur Stevenson until the Terrence Crawford lawsuit forced Bob Arum to make the fight with Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. It took that quick, and that makes you question why the fight didn't happen earlier. But we know why. Because Oscar Valdez is scared of Shakur Stevenson and his boxing ability, and the fact that he most likely is going to lose that fight, and everybody thinks he's going to lose that fight. That's the same thing with George Kambosos Jr. He's afraid of Devin Haney's athleticism, his boxing ability, the fact that he stays in the gym consistently, and he's willing to call out the best fighters in his division. Like I said, I feel bad for Devin Haney. I hope that he can get the George Kambosos fight and George Kambosos Jr. stop being a coward. But he has a Deontay Wilder type of curse. He's the most feared fighter in his division. They all love to talk behind his back and hate on him, but none of them actually want to fight him because they're too scared to lose him. But to wrap this up, this is Not Seeing the Dream. Rocking his head, next is asleep. I'll holler at y'all with another one. Peace.